Hey gang, this is a video for my trauma first responder bag that I leave in my car in the event of emergencies. Now before we jump into the bag contents, I want to go over the approach I put behind this bag. Basically, this trauma bag is designed to support needs if I encounter a trauma situation while traveling. I leave the bag in my car but could easily connect it to backpacks or bring along to events and outings if I felt the need. This bag focuses on the major trauma issues I might encounter, like massive bleeding, fractures, or breathing issues. It's not for everyday care. Now I have a separate first aid kit for that purpose. This is essentially the bag I would grab if I encountered a car accident and was first on the scene. So let's take a look at the bag itself. This is the Blackhawk Medic Roll. It's made of heavy-duty nylon fabric, features wraparound handles, Velcro and snap closures, and offers 15 individual pouches inside for gear. The only downside is it doesn't have MOLLE attachments or webbing, so I would need to use carabiners or straps to attach it to a pack. It's perfect for my needs. As you can see, I attached a Leatherman Raptor on the outside of the bag, along with an emergency whistle. Within the roll itself, I also have a 36-inch flexible SAM splint, but that's not in an actual pouch. Unfortunately, the size of the pouches and the splint just didn't match up. The bag itself is divided into 15 clear plastic pouches. Now the pouches vary in size to accommodate a variety of gear needs. I've grouped the gear and pouches around primary purposes, and those being fractures, bleeding, breathing, rehydration, wound care, and tools. In order to easily see what each pouch contains, I printed cardstock sheets that identify the primary purpose and then listed the gear in that particular pouch. Since I'm focusing on trauma primarily, what you see in terms of gear are a lot of things like gauze, wraps, field dressings, and the like. I also tried to group the relevant sections together when possible, but unfortunately some of the gear was too big to fit into a particular pouch, so I had to place it in a larger pouch. While the gear fits nicely in these pouches themselves, I would have preferred a more flexible pouch that offered a bit more room to remove and replace items. I did notice it was kind of difficult to pull things out, like my SWAT tourniquet, for example. That said, this is a nice clean setup that allows me to lay out all of my gear at once and have it visible and within arm's reach, rather than fumbling through a pouch or a pack trying to find the right piece of kit. As always, if you have questions or comments or suggestions on how I can improve this bag, please leave your comments below, and remember, be prepared.